Cliff the Rocket Man here, out in the garage in a hot hot day in Utah, I should say. Anyway, if you remember, a month or so ago in the spring, I was working on showing you how to fix different carburetors. One was for a vertical, went through Hondas, Tecumsehs, Kohlers, and Briggs and Stratton, and another one was a Briggs and Stratton Pulsajet. Well, I finally got my hands on a little machine here that has a Briggs and Stratton updraft carburetor, so I thought I'd make a quick video about how to work on these a little bit. First, I'll show you the machine. It's a 1973 Edger, 3 horsepower, and it actually ran very well. A friend rescued it for me from, it was heading for a thrift shop, and I said, I'll take that thing. And like I say, it ran really good. I adjusted the carburetor, edged the lawn with it. It did beautifully, but if you let it sit for a while, it would leak fuel out of the bottom of the carburetor in this little vent. So I went ahead and ordered a Briggs and Stratton carburetor kit. There's cheaper ones out there, but Briggs and Stratton, I think, has a better kit. I like the gasket a little better. But the problem is it uses a plastic jet, and with a little, I believe it is a Vicon tip on it, and it is just absolutely hard as a rock. But anyway, you can kind of see how the along with the float, how the needle and seat work. Just the float goes up and down according to the amount of fuel in the bowl. But anyway, that thing's hard as a rock. I don't know why. It's the original carburetor on this thing. You could tell it's never been off. But I found a couple cool things about it. Now here's the needle and seat. Hopefully you can kind of see how that works. What the Briggs and Stratton kit comes with is a brass needle, a new seat, and instead of having the little loop in it like the original one, let's see here so you can see that, it has a little spring that fits on the top of the needle and then loops through the little bracket in the bottom of it. I don't know, let's see if you can see that. I don't think you can, but anyway, so, and it comes with instructions of how to adjust it for the new style needle and seat. And it was really quite easy. You just adjust your tang on your float until the float is level with the top of the carburetor. Okay. So, and I found a couple other interesting things about it. This little collar slides out of there. Of course, the kit comes with a new gasket, but I got to looking at the gasket, and that little hole was plugged up in the collar. And it goes down through the bottom of the carburetor, and that actually goes into the main jet. So what it does is like a pilot jet of some. What that does is just allows a little air into the fuel stream. Now, other things I found very interesting that made it worth buying the extra, or spending the extra money on the Briggs and Stratton kit. Now, this is the main jet, and a couple of the holes are plugged up in it. So Briggs and Stratton provides you with a new one. This is this adjusts the main jet right here. It's just a needle. Comes with a new graphite bushing in it. So this sits on the bottom, and you can see the hole in the bottom of the carburetor there. The main jet goes up through this, and this just adjusts the mixture to get the thing to run correctly. Other things, you can see the gasket was destroyed. It comes with a new gasket. another gasket. My carburetor didn't require that, and a new idle screw with a spring on it. Now, since this is 1973, this was all cracked here, so I was actually able to order that one. This, not from Briggs and Stratton. It wasn't available from Briggs and Stratton anymore, but I was able to find one. If we're gonna spend, a little money on this thing, I might as well go a little bit further. Of course, some fuel holes. This thing had the original fuel hose on it, so I know that's why it's never been off. But anyway, I'm not going to show you how I assemble it. If you can get it apart and you're careful, you can certainly reassemble it, knowing the little tricks that Briggs and Stratton gives you to how to reassemble it. What I'll do is, once I assemble this, I will I'll put it back on the engine. We'll do a little video of how to adjust the carburetor to get it to run right. And that should be it. So anyway, Cliff out for now. Okay, Cliff, I'm back. Got the carburetor on there and put some new fuel line. So far I've not seen any leaks. But anyway, what I did, I adjusted the main jet and the idle. I'll start it up here and we'll see how it does. Give it a little gas here. There we go, there's idle. Okay, it's too noisy to explain how I did that. Like I say, this is high speed down here on the bottom. I usually adjust that one first. I choke it, get it started, whatever it takes to keep it running. Adjust my high speed, and of course that's off idle. And then once I got that for where I think it should be, then I go to idle, and this is idle speed right here. Usually what I do is just turn that up just a little bit so it'll have a fast idle. And then underneath the air filter, air cleaner, you can see right there, that's the idle mixture screw. And I just adjust that back and forth till I get my best idle or highest idle. And then if I want it to, like this, you need to adjust your idle down so the blade will stop turning. Then I'll just adjust this down till I get a nice slow idle, and it runs fairly good. It takes a little messing around with it, and of course I clean my air filter, and I did it without the air filter on because it's really hard to adjust the idle with the air filter on. Adjusted high speed and my idle speed, and then I put the air filter on and readjusted them again. It didn't really change too much. Some of these are oil bath. You may have to clean your oil bath out, but I tell you what, it runs really good. It was worth the time. I've got a nice old machine, and I was looking at this. This is a Yardman Edger from 1973. As you can see, it works really good. Somebody put a nice three-sided blade on it. Anyway, I've got a newer one made by another manufacturer, and it's really a piece of crap compared to this one. So I think I'll just sell that sucker and hang on to the old Yardman instead. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and Cliff out.